Hey guys, I'm going to start by reading a book called Endangered Birds. It's on reading A through Z, so you can follow along if you'd like. After I read the story, you can also go on Choose It Maker and click on the Endangered Birds board and answer some questions about the story. Endangered Birds. Have you ever seen a great auk? These penguin-like birds once lived along the coast from Iceland to Florida. But the great auk was fiercely hunted for its feathers and eggs. The very last ones were killed in 1844. Today, great auks are extinct. You can only see them in pictures or in skeletons in museums. There are many other birds that are endangered or close to becoming extinct. We will look at some of those birds in this book. We will also see some ways that humans are trying to save them. The Kakapoo. The Kakapoo of New Zealand is one of the strangest and rarest birds in the world. It has short wings and cannot fly, but it has strong legs to walk through the mountains. It looks like an owl and it comes out at night like an owl, but the Kakapoo is actually a parrot. Male Kakapoos make a booming call that sounds like a giant heartbeat. Before Europeans came to New Zealand, there were few predators or meat-eating animals on the island. Europeans brought cats, rats, and dogs to New Zealand. The Kakapoos had never seen these animals, so they didn't know how to defend themselves. And they couldn't fly to escape. The predators killed so many birds that in the 1950s, that the Kakapoo disappeared. Then, in 1974, a few males were found, but because there were no females to lay eggs, Kakapoos would become extinct once the males died. In 1980, 4 females were found. Humans moved the Kakapoos to small islands without predators. Scientists began breeding the Kakapoos or helping them reproduce. Today, there are 62 Kakapoos. The short-tailed albatross. There were once millions of short-tailed albatrosses. These beautiful gull-like birds spent many years at sea before nesting. All the short-tailed albatrosses nested on a few islands around Japan. 100 years ago, women loved to wear feathers in their hats. Hunters killed thousands of albatrosses for their feathers. Soon, there were none left on the islands. It seemed that short-tailed albatrosses was extinct. Years after the last albatrosses was seen, a few were spotted nesting on a volcanic island. These albatrosses had been at sea while others were killed. They were the last short-tailed albatrosses alive. Today, the albatrosses islands is protected. The birds are still in danger, though. The volcanic island might erupt, killing the last short-tailed albatrosses. The California condor. The California condor is the largest flying bird in North America. For many years, farmers, ranchers, and hunters shot and poisoned these birds. In the 1980s, the last 27 living condors were caught. Now scientists take condor eggs and keep them warm until they hatch. Then, they hand feed the chicks using condor puppets. The puppets help the chicks learn to live with the other condors instead of with humans. Once the chicks can fly, they are released into the wild. The condors are still in danger after they are released. Some are shot, others die by hitting power lines. Scientists still keep condors in zoos and raise chicks by hand. Some days, all the condors may fly free. There are many other endangered birds in the world. Most are dying out because of human activity. But people are now trying to save these rare and beautiful animals from extinction.